Hi, this is Michelle Oxher, and I'm going to show you about Shelfari. Shelfari is a social cataloging site for books. To get to it, you go to www.shelfari.com. Once you're there, you have to register or sign in. Shelfari was acquired by Amazon in 2008, so when you sign in, you are going to be asked to use an Amazon account. And once you're in, this is my Shelfari page. The users of Shelfari build virtual bookshelves of titles that they have read, are currently reading, or plan to read. The covers of the books show up and are displayed on the shelf, the user's shelf, with different information about the different books. They can be organized by author, by title, by date added, by a rating. When you rate your books, you can rate them 1 to 5 stars. You can arrange them by rating. And you can make different shelves for your different types of books, whether they're books that are on your wish list, books that you own, different types of books. Once you have your Shelfari account, you can add books to your bookshelf. It's very easy. You go to the top to the search and you find a book. So we are going to find Rules of Attraction, one of the Gateway nominees this year. When you come up to Rules of Attraction, it'll come up with all of the different hits on Rules of Attraction, and the one that I'm looking for is this one right here, and I can check to make sure that it is the right book, and I just have to click Add. Now when you add a book, you have to do different things. Rules of Attraction is not a book that I've read yet, so I'm going to say I plan to read it. I cannot review it or give a rating, so I'm going to say Next. You can connect to a social networking site. You can, after you've read it, help other people by giving descriptions. It's on my wish list, so I'm going to check that. I don't currently own it. When I do purchase it, I could put my date that I purchased and how much I paid for it. I could put some tags in to help people locate that book. So now I go back to my home and Rules of Attraction shows up on my shelf. There are other options that you can do on Shelfari. You can set a goal as to how many books you plan to read in the current year. You can use your current stats. This would be helpful for a reading class. You can your students can keep track of the books that they've read and then the date that they finished them. One other neat option for Shelfari is you can join different groups to have discussions about books, people who enjoy books. And I'm a member of 3 different groups. One is called Books and Friends, What We're Reading Now. One is called the Young Adult Librarian Book Club. And then the last one is the John F. Hodge Reading Roundtable. This last one is one that I created. I'm going to click on it. And it is one that I plan to use for literature circles, book clubs, reading classes. You just discuss books. You can invite friends and start a new discussion. You can email them an invitation to join your Shelfari group. They do have to have a Shelfari account to be in the group. So that's the groups. Another neat thing for Shelfari is you can embed Shelfari into your existing web page. And to do that, you go to the Your Content site, or Your Content part of the site. Go to Widgets. And I have made some widgets, but you just go to Create a Widget. Choose your widget's home. I just use Blogger. You can select what books you want in your Shelfari widget. I'm going to say all the books that I have in my Shelfari. I can choose the style for the shelf, the color, the width, the number of rows, the order that your books are in, however you want to customize it. And then it gives you a code. You just copy the code and then you can insert it into your site. Here's my Shelfari widget in my library site so students can see what I'm reading. I'll go back home. One other little option on Shelfari is what should I read next? if you have your groups and your books set up, after you go through your books, they'll help you find books based on what you have marked as that you've already read. You can join a group for that, follow readers, and help you decide what you should read next. That is a little bit about Shelfari, a handy social cataloging site for, well, we love books.